this, man. This is weird. All right. This is a Trompo taco. It's a signature taco made with pork and the northern version of the al pastor seasoning.
This episode is brought to you by Four Corners Brewing Company out of Dallas, Texas. Taking inspiration from their neighborhood roots, Four Corners Brewing Company has created a place and product where local flavor interacts with craft brewing. Check out fcbrewing.com to find it near you.
The early days of Trompo was a tried and true speakeasy because there were no permits. There was dirt floor and trompo al carbón, a plancha, and a few recycled tables from different family members. While we were scouring, a cousin of mine and I, while we were scouring for equipment, someone said, "I have an old Coca-Cola fridge." And I was like, "I have a restaurant now." That cousin of mine and I decided to do a party in the backyard while Pacquiao was fighting. So I took the TV outside and invited a bunch of people. They came over and we were like, "All right, dude, we're gonna give away tacos today. But if we get a good response, we'll tell them we're gonna be here next Friday and we're gonna sell the tacos." And that's how it happened. When we got started and we had our first food critic or journalist come through, it was like, oh, this is nice. And then little by little it was like, oh, chef from said important restaurant is here and another person from the restaurant industry is coming. And it was one of those things where I think that was the biggest validation for me. It was that people who cook on a regular basis and who, let's be honest, we all judge food, but the people who know how to judge food are coming to my taco shop. I was like, why is this happening? They're not coming at night when they're drunk. They're coming during the day when they're lucid, when they have all of their senses. Four Corners is kind of near and dear to my heart because it was actually my debut pop-up that I did from the very beginning. So I think it was November of 2014. A journalist called me up. He'd come to the backyard and he said, "Hey, there's an event happening at a brewery in Trinity Groves. Would you like to be a part of it? It's called Dia de los Puercos. It's a play on Dia de los Muertos." And I said, "Oh, that sounds great." Like, I'm expecting it to be, really cash. They're not really paying attention to the food. They're more there to drink and to do all the other festivities. So I show up and there are like 3 big players in the taco world, in the Al Pastor taco world at that. So, from that to once we opened the brick and mortar, Four Corners would invite us to pop up and bring out the Trompo al Carbón while they were having their events. So there was a lot of cross support that was happening. This journey has led me to cultivate a lot of really cool relationships. It's opened my world to avenues and arenas that I would have never imagined that I could have been a part. I was a cubicle worker. I was, a 9-to-5er, and I was the guy at the bar in the weekend drinking and complaining about there being no good tacos in my town. And now I get asked to do these really cool things, and I get to be around people who are truly inspiring, almost on a daily basis. So it makes the hard times and it makes the sorrows and the sadness that come with things like COVID and other aspects of life, just take a step back and smile, take a breath and appreciate everything that I do have in life.